Fragrances I own that I hate. This video is just to show how much of a not influencer I am. I know a lot of people in the fragrance community get frustrated with YouTube videos and fragrance influencers and review videos because it seems like they only have good things to say. And if it's a good perfume, I guess that makes sense, but a lot of the times those people are paid to say good things, or they received the perfume for free in exchange for a review. Either way, there is some incentive to only say good things. But my fragrance hobby is that. It is a hobby. Everything that I have collected has either been with my own money, or it has been gifted to me, or it was part of a swap or an exchange or samples, or I'm buying it from just a regular old person. You know, sometimes I don't even go to the brand or the house. Sometimes it's just money going to a regular old person who needs to make a few bucks to pay their bills, and they sold a perfume. So that's how I got everything. I have never, ever, ever received anything in exchange for anything other than money or another perfume. Meaning I have never received a perfume or a sample in exchange for reviews. That's never happened. Basically, I type a lot of weird, silly, and sometimes less than favorable reviews on Fragrantica.com, and a lot of people just seem to like my reviews. I get a lot of inbox messages of people saying, I appreciate your honesty, or they're looking for my opinion on some other fragrance, or they want recommendations from me, which is flattering, but also kind of weird because, like, I don't consider myself an expert by any means. I guess I just give good descriptions that people can relate to. So anyway, just for the sake of doing something a little silly and a little truthful and a little less than favorable, let's go over some fragrances that I own that I don't like. Fragrances I own that I hate. But full disclosure, I am neurodivergent and I am particularly sensitive and aversive to spicy notes. So that means black pepper, anise, licorice, ginger, cloves, really dirty tobaccos, stuff like that. Anything that is like medicinal, cough syrupy, anything that is too like masculine, dirty, peppery, boozy. I hate all of that. So this is mostly going to be me hating those notes, but there's other stuff too that I don't like. I guess we'll start off with the winter fragrances, since the year begins in January, which is winter over here. Tom Ford, Black Orchid. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I am known on Fragrantica for being particularly scathing towards Tom Ford, mostly because of the prices. You know, I would hate them less if the prices were actually reasonable, but the fact that like most of the things I smell are less than impressive and the price point just adds insult to injury, I don't get it. So I am more than happy to shit on Tom Ford. There is only one fragrance by Tom Ford I've smelled, or maybe two, sorry. There's only two fragrances by Tom Ford that I've smelled that I actually like so far. I mean, I haven't smelled all of them, but out of the, you know, maybe 5 or 10 that I have smelled so far, only 2 of them are not egregious, in my opinion. So anyway, Black Orchid. I hate spice, I hate licorice. This is very peppery, spicy, boozy, tobacco-y. Everything I hate. It's like cough medicine. It's like licorice cough medicine. Hate it. Awful. Never. Like, ugh. Immediate scrubber. And, like, even if I were forced to say something nice about it, it would be like, wait like 5 hours and then maybe it's tolerable. Like it's also quite masculine. A lot of Tom Ford fragrances are marketed as unisex, and most of the ones that are unisex seem to like border on masculine. Like I would never, nope, 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 nope. In that same vein, even though it's very different, La Vie est Belle, it must be that like ethyl maltol. There's something in here that is similar to angel perfume to me. And it's not the patchouli, because I can fuck with patchouli. I don't mind patchouli. People compare this to Flower Bomb. I don't think this is like Flower Bomb at all, even though Flower Bomb has patchouli. It's lighter, it's more fresh, it's balanced with white florals and maybe a hint of like citrus or orange blossom or something. La Vie's Belle it's that same kind of medicinal, peppery, almost licorice cough syrup. These are all the notes I hate. And this is just like Hot Mess Express. I cannot stand it. Similarly, Angel, can't stand it. Angel is so popular. I can't. And again, it's not the patchouli, I think it's that ethyl maltol, which is supposed to make it seem kind of sweet and edible and gourmand. I think that's what gives it its like cotton candy note, but like I have other cotton candy fragrances that I don't mind. Pink Sugar, very cotton candy gourmand, but I don't mind that. This is just like peppery, spicy, too mature, and like Terry Mugler is a brand, is a house that I usually love. I'm always raving about the Alien flankers. I'm always raving about Womanity. I love Aura. But Angel and the only other Angel flankers I have smelled, which include Eau Sucree, same. It might as well be the same. It may be like the tiniest bit more watered down. And like this was given to me already mostly used. Like somebody sent this to me, somebody in a fragrance group who really loved Mugler and wanted to share some of their like old bottles and samples with me. So it's not like I went out and bought this knowing that I hate it. It is yeah, it's not good. And then we got Angel Muse, which is also Hot Mess Express. There's like grapefruit and chocolate in here. Like what? That's like, that is never a good idea. Like who, why? Am I done shitting on Terry Mugler yet? Oh no, we have Alien Ode Majesteaux. And even though I typically like all Alien and Alien flankers, this one is a bit much. This one is like pissy ammonia, rotting wood, goes straight up the sinuses. This is what people would refer to as like a barnyard ode. It's just so strong and it smells like rotting ammonia, piss wood. I don't like this one. Like if you spray it very, very far away, maybe I could tolerate it, but it's just, this is a lot. I can't with this. It comes out swinging. I mean, if you like this kind of stuff, then yes, this would be a like or a love for you, but it's like wood cranked up to 11. It's too much. Nest Black Tulip. I usually love Nest, but same complaint. It smells like all the others. Peppery, spicy, dirty, masculine. Dark fruit too. I don't know. I think maybe it's something about the dark fruit and the patchouli, or the dark fruit and the spices. It's just like so cough syrupy to me. Oop, and I almost forgot Frederic Malle Portrait of a Lady. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Spice bomb. Total spice bomb. But this might actually be the worst of them all. And people love this one so much. I don't understand. Jimmy Choo, this is nasty. I only got this because I figured Jimmy Choo was like, you know, a classic, like everybody needs to have it or everybody needs to like smell it at least once. And it's like same complaint. It's just dirty, and again, it's not the patchouli. I have tons of fragrances that are patchouli heavy that I really like. But this one is just not done well. I don't know, just bleh. Calvin Klein Euphoria. I got a little tiny like gift set of a bunch of Calvin Kleins, and they're all awful. God, I don't even remember what the notes are in this one, but I don't like it. It's like all the things I hate. All the like peppery, boozy, dark, spicy, dirty, cough syrupy notes, and then it's like they tried to lighten it up with something astringent and citrusy or like soapy. Like, it's not good. Not good. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I think I accidentally combined my winter with my autumn smells, but let's move on to spring. So we're still on the topic of those Calvin Klein scents that I got. Calvin Klein Eternity. It's just like weird. It's like oily, soapy, kind of waxy, cleanery, detergenty. It smells masculine. Maybe it is meant to be masculine. I don't know, but like not good. Would not wear that. Euphoria Blossom. When you look at the notes, you would think this would be pretty good, but it's not good. It's just so like alcohol-y. It just smells like ethanol. It smells like bad wine. It smells like wine that has gone bad, like rosé that is spoiled. Nest, Dahlia, and Vines. I usually love Nest. I usually rave about Nest. I have several full-size Nest bottles. This one, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. There's notes like rose and maybe peony or something fresh and green, but there's also like a grape note in there, and just like something about this turns sour on me. This smells like a sour heartburn burp, like the kind of burp, acidic burp that you get after eating tomato soup. Like this, it starts out okay-ish, but then it turns sour and like nauseating, like stomach acid, heartburn, burp smell. I don't like this. Versace Dylan Blue, a very, very popular one. And it's not as egregious as the other ones, but it's just like, it's just boring. It just smells like soap. It just smells like bubble bath to me. A little bit more green apple. It's just not worth the hype to me. I would not spend money on this. Summertime, I mentioned this in my last summer fragrances video. This is Davidoff Cool Water Wave. I did admit this could be a mistake on my part or a mistake on Micro Perfume's part, because when I got a sample of this, teeny weeny sample, it smelled fantastic. Really fruity, juicy, watermelony, and then I got a full bottle and it smells like kind of salty, peppery, almost like celery. Like it reminds me of celery juice. So this is not good. I have it, but I don't like it. It doesn't smell like what I thought it was supposed to smell like. So maybe there was a mix-up somewhere, or maybe the seller that I bought this from didn't store it correctly. Maybe it turned. I mean, Davidoff is not a particularly expensive perfume, so I can't see going through the trouble to give me a fake. This is not good. It just smells like bad and masculine. You know, this smells very masculine because of that peppery, celery, salty, bitter note. Like, and I can't get past it. I can't find that fruit. Also previously mentioned in my summertime fragrance video, this is like too sweet. This is like Dots candy. It's like so sweet that it's chemically, it's synthetic. It's like children's chewable Tylenol. It's like not good. It's like fake sweet, synthetic sweet, chemically sweet, powdery sweet. Like, this needs something. This needs some citrus. I did try layering this with blood orange, and it does help a little bit, but like, not good. Not good. Cheirosa 62. Too salty. And usually I love salt. I usually really do love salt. But this is like a salted soft pretzel with like a little bit of vanilla in the background. It's too salty. It's too Play-Doh-y. You can't really smell anything else in this. It's almost buttery, which I guess is good if you want to smell like buttered popcorn, but like, to me, this is actually too much, and that's saying something, because I usually like the salty notes. Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. I have had my reviews removed from Fragrantica. I don't just mean thumbs down into oblivion. I mean like a moderator came in and removed it. Like they had to clean up shop because too many people were like yelling at me because this is bad. This smells like Coppertone SPF 6. This smells so cheap. This smells like plasticky, like cheap dollar store sunscreen. There's nothing good about this. I read so many other reviews and I'm expecting like a creamy cocktail, like a coquito, like the best boozy drink that I've ever had, and it's like dry. It leaves like a coating on my tongue every time I smell it. It is so bad, so not worth it. If I had to compare this to anything boozy, it is a bottom shelf American oak Chardonnay with like volatile phenols in it. It is not, this is not no. And it's weird because I do like the flanker Eau de Soleil Blanc. That one is actually like juicy and limey. You know, that one is like more what I was expecting, but this is just straight up cheap dollar store sunscreen in the vinyl beach bag that lives in the dank garage during the rest of the year when you're not going to the beach. I guess to paraphrase Dolly Parton, takes a lot of money to smell this cheap. Clinique Happy. I don't know why. I think my mom would get these as samples with her Clinique orders and gave them to me. I know Clinique Happy, I think, is like a pretty respected or popular, crowd-pleasing summer perfume. I don't like it. It just smells like cleaner to me. This smells like what you clean a toilet with. This doesn't smell like anything that I would put on my skin. I think when we were moving out of our basement apartment, which already smelled mildewy because it was a basement, I think when we moved out, I just sprayed this everywhere so that the landlord couldn't say that our cat made the apartment smelly, which he did not. My cat does not have much of an odor. But, like, I just didn't want the landlord to come after us for any reason at all. Like, oh, the apartment smells like cats because of your cat. Now I can't speak, you know, like, I just spritzed this everywhere to smell like house fragrance, to smell like cleaner, to, like, you know, conceal or obfuscate any leftover odors from when we lived there, even though, like, it was stinky before we moved in. It'll be stinky after we move out. So that's it for now. Luckily, I kind of wised up and started doing much more research before I decide to get a bottle of anything, even if it is a small sample, because now I have all these samples laying around that I'll never wear. I don't like any of these things. So I hope this review at least made you chuckle a little bit. I am not one to mince words, so if there is a perfume that I don't like, you will definitely know about it. And I do have more that I don't like, but they are living in sample sets right now. I think there's a Penrose sample set, and there are some fragrances in there that I really don't like, but then that's its own separate video, as well as an Ellis Brooklyn sample set. Some of those I did not like either, and I was not shy about it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I guess stay tuned for the next weird, smelly video. I will smell you later. Goodbye!